Hello and welcome. I'm not in a car park. Day one of the Fringe is now done. I'm back in my own back garden and there's no thunderstorms and it's very, very bright and very, very sunny. Day one of the Fringe, which to be honest was two things that wanted to be done today. One was to pick up my media pass, which I did. And the second thing is to look at the vast number of things that are in this particular document. Oh, upside down. Here we go, which is the 3,900 or however many it is productions, performances that are on at the Fringe, and decide what might appeal to a couple or three of our young people who we have in care. Now, the difficulty obviously is in terms of trying to pick something for somebody else with such a plethora of opportunities and offers out there, that there's going to be something that matches their expectations and indeed matches their wishes. But what is it? We talked about mainstream, we talked about things that are musical because it's young women of a particular age where that seems to be their interest. We also have somebody who is perhaps a little darker of an interest in things like American Idiot the musical was suggested, and that mainstream thing. And one of the things that we probably will look to do in terms of their experience at the Fringe is look to getting them in to do and see something that would be appealing to them, and then perhaps confirm or confront them with something which is slightly different, so that they get to see something which they would love to see, followed by something that might challenge their opinions, their views, or whatever, and extend their experience a little bit. There's also the experience of walking up down the Royal Mile, going to places, and that's one of the things that the staff got to do today, was to see the layout. What a big layout it is. And I talked this morning about somebody who'd never been at the Fringe before, and she said, I expected it to be more like the Royal Mile rather than, being quite disparate. But of course, to get something that would be more centred in one particular place would cost an immense amount of money to build, because you'd have to build it from scratch. You couldn't actually have it anywhere in Edinburgh clearing people out. We're not talking about the 2008 Olympics where the Chinese cleared the Hutong so that they could have villages of people and tourists to come and see the Olympics. So we don't have that kind of state sponsorship of such a massive event, even though the Fringe sells as many tickets as the Olympics does. So that is kind of where we got to by the end of the day. We didn't go and see anything, we just wandered about, and it's one of those interesting things where I continued my search for what my first day picks are going to be. Now, I didn't come away with a whole host of new ideas. I'd already thought about what my first few picks on Monday is going back. I'm going back the 5th of August, Monday the 5th of August, and I'll talk again about what it is that I'm going to go and see. I don't have an absolute pick of what I'm going to see, but I got a kind of interest, particularly the first thing. First and last are two very important things in terms of the Festival Fringe for me, because they're the two biggest memories, aren't they? The first thing you see and the last memory you're left with. So I'll be looking to that. I'll also come back to one of the groups that I've been trying to get for an audio interview, who I'm looking to see on Monday morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, young guys, and I'm really excited to see them because I've seen them in Glasgow and I think they're absolutely fantastic. Going to review their show at some point. I have bagged it on the Fringe Review master list, and that's the process in Fringe Review that we go through. We can't just suddenly decide we're going to go and see a show and then just turn up. It's not a magic wand, the pass that I've picked up. We have to be respectful not only of the companies that we're going to see, but also of the other reviewers who are doing it along with myself. So we have a master list, and I will, over the next day or so, look at what it is that I want to see and see if anybody else is going to go and see it, and then make my bold choice and then approach the venues for the ticket in to see the show. But on Monday morning, very early for them and for me, I'm going to meet up with these guys, and you will see the audio interview that will come straight after, because I do think it's a particularly good show. The rest of the things I see on Monday, I hope will meet the measurement of being at least recommended, but I'll talk about that on Monday. So, successful day, back in the garden, all is pretty, all is good. Next day in the Fringe, we'll see if that continues. So in the meantime, till Monday, bye for now.